Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? I'm fine too, thank you. Okay, before we start our activities today, I will check your attendance. Jadi Miss Rani hari ini akan memeriksa kehadiran kalian sebelum pelajaran dimulai ya. Ada yang tidak hadir hari ini? Masuk semua? Ada. Siapa? Indah. Oke. Indah sakit karena kenapa? Oh, izin. Oke, baik. Oke. Before we start our activities today, let us pray together. Who is the leader? Siapa wakil ketua kelasnya? Everybody stand up. Students. Okay, one student ya.
Okay guys, before we start our activity, let us pray together. Pray start.
Okay, sit down. Thank you. Okay, stand up. Now we are going to do ice breaking. So you have to stand up and follow Miss ya. Ya. I love English. English, English, English. Yes. Okay, one more time. I love English. English, English, English. Yes. Okay, sit down. Okay, everybody listen. Now, do you still remember about simple present tense? Do you know the structure of simple present tense? Ada yang tahu structure dari simple present tense? Yes, please. Can you speak louder? Yeah. Okay, very good. So, the structure of simple present tense is subject plus verb 1 plus object or adverb. Okay, can you give me one example of simple present tense? Ada yang bisa kasih contoh satu kalimat simple present tense? Yes, I go to school. Okay, look at the examples there. There are two examples ya. The first one is I go to the market. The second one I read a book. Okay, so this is the objective of learning today. Jadi ini adalah tujuan pembelajaran hari ini ya. There are four. The first one is analyzing the social function, the structured text of descriptive text. The second one, comparing two descriptive texts regarding the structured text and language features of the text. The third one, creating or making a short simple paragraph of descriptive text, please. And the fourth one is presenting the text. Okay. So, have you remember or have you ever heard about descriptive text? Everyone here who knows about descriptive text, raise your hand if you know the answer. Okay, no one ya. So, to increase your understanding about descriptive text, let us watch a video. Ya. Okay. Wait for a moment, please.
Welcome back to Madam English YouTube channel. Today's lesson, we are going to talk about descriptive text. Kalian tahu nggak sih apa itu descriptive text? Dari kata-kata ini aja kita sudah bisa menebak bahwa descriptive text itu ya tugasnya atau fungsinya yaitu untuk mendeskripsikan sesuatu. Bisa benda, bisa seseorang, atau juga bisa tempat. Nah, hari ini kita akan membahas tentang descriptive text yang merupakan deskripsi suatu tempat, historical place, atau tourism spot. Nah, jadi kita akan membahas how to describe a place. Well, let's see the social function of this text. Because we are going to describe a place, jadi social functionnya adalah to describe a particular place. Mudah kan? Well, mudah banget kan? Jadi kalau misalnya nih kamu baca suatu teks yang ngomongin tentang tempat wisata, lalu kamu ditanya, what is the social function of this text? Maka kamu tinggal menjawab, the social function of this text is to describe a place-nya. Nah, misalnya kamu sedang membaca teks tentang deskripsi Pantai Mutun, jadi kamu tinggal bilang to describe Mutun Beach. Udah kan? Oke, now let's see the structure of this text. Structure dari descriptive text itu cuma ada dua. Yang pertama yaitu identification dan yang kedua yaitu description. Kalau identification itu membicarakan tentang apa sih nama tempatnya, karena kita fokus ke describing place ya. Apa sih nama tempatnya, di mana sih lokasinya, terus gimana sih cara kita ke sana, atau mungkin apa sih yang terkenal dari tempat ini. Nah gitu, jadi kita membahas secara umum dulu ya, namanya apa, what is it, where is it, terus itu apa sih menariknya, seperti itu. And then the next one is description. And in the description itu kita biasanya membahas tentang misalnya lokasinya bagaimana, jika ada bangunan di sana bangunannya seperti apa, jika ada suatu pemandangan alam pemandangannya seperti apa, atau juga kamu bisa mendeskripsikan activities that you can do in that place. Jadi apa sih yang bisa kamu lakuin di sana? Nah, itulah describing places. Jadi kalau misalnya we describe a place, kita bisa memberitahu dulu ya, what is it, where is it, how we get there, then how does it look like. Jadi bagaimana sih penampakannya, penampakan tempatnya gitu ya maksudnya. Jadi kamu ceritakan, describe the appearance, mungkin penampakannya seperti apa, ada warna apa gedungnya. Nah jadi setelah kamu tahu what is it, where is it, get there, terus apa sih famousnya dari tempat itu, atau mungkin kapan dibangunnya tempat itu, kapan mulai dipublish, dibolehkan orang datang ke tempat itu. Nah gitu. Dan selanjutnya kalian bisa mendiskusikan tuh tempatnya itu seperti apa, gitu, apakah pemandangannya indah, apakah gedung-gedung di sana tinggi, ataukah unik, gimana. Nah kamu tinggal ceritakan di descriptive text kalian. Jadi itu adalah structure dari describing places. Selanjutnya kita akan membahas tentang language features atau linguistic features dari descriptive text. Jadi kita kalau misalnya mendeskripsikan sesuatu benda, hewan, atau orang manusia gitu ya, atau tempat, kalian bisa menggunakan simple present tense. Tapi ada satunya nih, jika kamu ingin menceritakan suatu history di balik atau sejarah di balik gedung atau suatu tempat, kamu bisa menggunakan past tense karena itu kan event yang sudah lampau, jadi kamu bisa menggunakan past tense. Selanjutnya, misalnya kamu mau menceritakan lagi, oh tempat ini dibangun pada tahun 1990 misalnya. Nah itu juga kamu menggunakan simple past tense. Oke, cukup mudah kan? Jadi kalau misalnya mau mendeskripsikannya, kamu bisa menggunakan simple present tense. Kalau misalnya kamu mau menceritakan past event tentang lokasi itu atau tempat itu, tempat bersejarah atau tempat yang wisata seperti itu ya, kamu bisa menggunakan past tense. Udah kan? Selanjutnya, kamu juga bisa menggunakan adjective. Adjective ini beragam banget ya. Kalau misalnya kamu mau tahu nih yang sering kita gunakan untuk mendeskripsikan tempat ya, yang pertama ada interesting. Interesting itu menarik. Nah, biasanya kalau kita mendeskripsikan suatu tempat itu kita bisa bilang this place is interesting. Tempat ini menarik gitu ya. Kalau misalnya nggak menarik, ya kamu tinggal bilang I think this place is boring gitu ya, place. Jadi tempat yang crowded, yang rame, banyak sekali aktivitas yang bustling place. Crowded itu berarti ramai gitu ya. Crowd, memberitahu. Well, students, now let's see the example how we describe a place. Nah, kalian perhatikan ya di sini ada Mutun Beach. Sebelah kiri sini ya, ini akan mendeskripsikan Mutun Beach yang ada di Lampung. Mutun Beach is one of the beautiful beaches in Lampung. It is located in Sukajaya, Lompasing, Pesawaran, Lampung. It is around 19 km from Bandar Lampung.
So, as you can see on the slide, this is the example of descriptive text. So, can you tell me what is the title of the text? Text 1, what is the title? Yes, very good. And the second one is? Okay, good job. Okay. Okay, after you watch the video, can you tell me what descriptive text is? Who wants to answer? I give you point. Yes, please. What's your name? Raise your hand. Stand up. Yeah, stand up, please. Yes.
Definition descriptive text is a text which says.
Can you speak louder? Ya, lebih keras lagi ya.
Definition. Descriptive text is a text which say a person or thing is like.
Okay, very good. Give a big applause to your friends. Okay, so descriptive text is a text which says a person or thing is like. So the function is to use to describe person, things, or place in specific. Okay? Look at the slide over there, everybody. So this is the example of descriptive text, yeah? Yeah? As you can see on the slide, there are 3 parts or 3 paragraphs of the text, yeah? The first part of the text is called identification, and the second one and the third one is called descriptions. Okay, so this is the structures of descriptive text, ya. This is the language features, ya. Jadi ini adalah unsur kebahasaannya, ya. Using specific participants, using adjective, using simple present tense, using action verbs, using present passive voice. Okay, now this is your task 1, ya. So you have to do this individually, ya. Please analyze the functions and structure of the text, ya. So you have to do this individually. I give you 10 minutes to answer this text, ya. Okay, please make this. You can start now. If you have any questions, you can ask me, okay? Yeah, I already give these tasks on WhatsApp group. If you have any difficulties to see the slide, you can see on your phone, yeah? Open your WhatsApp group. I already sent this task on your group. Do you have any difficulties? Ada kesulitan? No? Okay, good. Do you have any difficulties? No, okay. Do you have any difficulties to answer these questions? No, okay, good job. Finish? Okay, good job. Let us discuss the task ya. So, who wants to answer questions number 1? Questions number 1 is, please analyze the social function of the text. Who knows the answer? Number 1, raise your hands and I give you point. Yeah. Anybody? Okay, come here please. Speak louder ya. Yang ini kan, Miss? Yang baru. Stand up over here. Okay. Okay, everybody, listen to your friends carefully ya. Your friends is going to tell the answer for questions number 1. Okay?
The answer, the question number 1 is the social function is to describe Borobudur Temple.
Okay, very good. Anybody? Do you have different question? Different answer? Do you have different answer? No? Very good. Give a big applause to your friends. Yes.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Okay. Questions number 2. Questions number 2. Please analyze the structure of the text. Who wants to answer? Yes. Speak louder ya, so your friends. Yes. So your friend is going to hear you. Yeah.
Text structures. Number 1, identification. Indonesia has several beautiful tourist restarts. One of them is Borobudur Temple, located in Central Java. Borobudur is even listed as one of the wonders of the world that deserves to be preserved. Borobudur is the largest work of art since ancient time and is famous throughout the world. Number 2, description. In the 8th century, more precisely in the Shailendra dynasty, there had been the construction of this Borobudur temple. The temple is the largest temple in the world, which is its construction requires 2 million reverse rocks. In addition, many tourists visit this place after experiencing several restorations, both domestic and foreign tourists. Borobudur temple is known for its elegancy, relief story located on the wall, and the beauty of the temple. For many foreign tourists who visit the Borobudur temple, use the service of a travel agency so that it is more effective in terms of travel schedule, accommodation, and transportation. As for many domestic tourists who use private cars or buses when visiting Borobudur temple. At the temple location, money exchange is also provided for foreign tourists, so they are easier to exchange money. Some foreign tourists also prefer to carry checks and credit cards rather than having to exchange money.
Okay, give a big applause to your friends. Listen, okay, please sit down ya. So the answer for number 2 is identification is at paragraph 1. Yeah, description is paragraph 2 and paragraph 3. So that's called the structure of the text. Yeah. Okay. Now, yes, we are going to discuss a text, yeah. So you have to make some groups, okay? I already put the names in here, yeah. The first group, second group, third group, and so on, okay? Let us find your friends and start the discussions. Okay? Everybody stand up, find your friends. Jadi kita akan membuat kelompok. Kelompok 1. Kelompok 1. Kelompok 2. Kelompok 3. Kelompok 4. Kelompok 4 di sini. Oh ya. Kelompok. One group consists of 5 students. Satu kelompok terdiri dari 5 siswa. Oke? Please come here, everybody. Make a group. Find your group. Cari kelompoknya. Okay, everybody. Okay, students, listen to Miss Rani. Yeah, on your group, please discuss these two texts. So you have to compare these two texts. Yeah, compare the structure and the language features of the text. Yeah. With your group, please compare these two texts. Yeah. Okay, I give you 10 minutes to discuss. Yeah. Do you have any problems? Do you have any difficulties? Ada kesulitan?
Ini dibaca nanti.
Iya. Atau nanti identification is at paragraph 1, identification is at paragraph 2. Yeah. Or example like that. Oh. No need to read a long text like this. Yeah, simple sentence only. Okay. Sudah selesai? Apakah ada pertanyaan? Do you have any problem, any difficulties, any questions? Oh yeah. Okay, very good. Very good. Finish? This is the text tax 3 ya. This is tax 2 ya. Tax 2 over there. Okay. Over here, this group. Have you finished your task? Task 2 or exercise 2. Yeah. So you have to compare two texts. Yeah. Question number 1. Analyze the structure of the text. Question number 2 is to analyze the language features of the text. Ada yang sudah selesai? Your name is Dika. Okay, finish. Who wants to present the result of discussion? I will give you point. Yes. Listen to your friends. Speak louder ya, so your friends can answer, can hear your voice.
Pakai satu aja ya.
Dua lah. Aku ada.
Suaranya keras. Ya, suaranya keras. Buka maskernya kalau bisa karena biar kedengeran ke.
Nggak pede tau, Miss. Gak usah gini aja. Kayak ngomong dong. Kayak pertama-tama kita kan gini-gini gitu.
Let we introduce.
Hah?
Hello everybody.
Kok ini di apa anjir? Oh,
Udah amat ah. Nggak apa.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Hello everybody. So
pas lagi.
we're gonna present our
Terima kasih.
First, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Bilkis Bilgina.
My name is Selena Jenika Praitno.
My name is Glenn Maria Maharul Haras.
Text structure on the text one. First, identification.
Ya.
Identification.
The Eiffel Tower is an iron tower built since 1889 and is located on the Champ de Mars, Paris. This monument is one of the wonders of the world, which is quite famous in the world and has become.
Dibilang dilengkapin catatannya, bukan kayak gitu.
This tower is visited by millions of people around the world.
Yang 1, 2 tuh mana?
Listed as the most popular Bay monument. The tower is also the tallest building located in Paris in 1889. Insinyur Gustave Eiffel has designed and built the Eiffel Tower as the exhibition held for the world.
Ini loh di belakangnya.
Description. Panjang banget.
Second is description. The Eiffel Tower has 81 floors with an altitude of berapa bilangnya
1063.
altitude of
Ini ya,
1063 with an altitude of 1063 feet or 324 meters. Previously, the highest tower was held by the highest tower was held by the Chrysler Building, New York City for
41 years.
for 41 years since 1930. But in 1957, the top of the Eiffel Tower was added with an antenna and became the tallest man-made tower in lieu of the Chrysler Building. In France, this tower became the second highest structure after the Luc Millau Bridge. The Eiffel Tower provides three levels for visitors. To climb into it, you must buy a ticket first. To get to the first and second levels, you can use lift or stairs. When worse to get to the third level of the highest level, you can use the elevator. The first and second level of the tower are restaurants for resting or eating. The Eiffel Tower is often used as a place to film because it is the most prominent symbols in Paris and France.
Speak louder ya. Anybody? Can you hear your friends? Bisa dengar temannya? Speak louder ya.
Language feature. Ini belum teks 2-nya. Teks 2 enggak nanti setelah teks 2 1 Bang. Ini cuma 1. Oh.
First, there is using simple present tense. 1. The Eiffel Tower is an iron tower. 2. This monument is one of the wonders of the world.
Kayak
The Eiffel
kayak lagi
Tower
debat bahasa Inggris yang
provides three
berlian.
levels for visitors. Using adjective and adverb. Adjective, famous, popular, and prominent. Adverb, on the Champ de Mars in Paris. Using present passive voice. This tower is visited by millions of people around the world.
Pakai alat.
Udah bukan aku aja.
Text structure. Identification. Waikambas National Park is located in Labuan Ratu District, East Lampung. This national park is used as refuge for elephant and the Lampung area. Description. Taman Waikambas has become the first school for elephants in the Indonesia since 1985. Initially, the national park was named the Elephant Training Center or PLG, but after that it was renamed PKG or Elephant Conservation Center. In recent years, PKG is useful as a place for conservation of elephant to be easily bred, tame and trained. PKG has deployed 300 trained elephants throughout the country until now. Waikambas National Park is also used as a place for conservation of extinct animals such as forest Sumatran elephant and Sumatran tigers. In the place there are also several plants such as pandan, api-api, nipah, and pidada. Waikambas National Park, a part of the Ghost is often found in several types of birds, such as eastern birds, tong-tong storks, king quaff, blue shades, and so on.
Okay? Oh, ya, the last one. Okay.
The language features. Using simple present tense. Adjective and adverb. Adjective extreme useful. Adverb in Labuan Ratu district. In the Lampung area. Initially and easily. Using present passive voice. Prominent. Udah. Oh, udah. Udah, ya.
Okay, finish? Okay, give a big applause to your friends. So, yes, please sit down. Yeah, who wants to present their work? One more group, please. Yes, please. This group. Girls, come on. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, exercise 2. Ya. Suaranya yang keras ya. Okay, listen students. So your friend is going to present their discussions. Yeah, the result of discussion. Okay, be quiet so you can hear your friend's work. Yeah. Okay, you can start now. Introduce yourself first. Perkenalan diri dulu ya.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, we are going to present our
Result of discussion.
result of discussion.
Okay, my name is.
My name is Zalfa Putri Balina.
My name is Anagunda Sumeswari. My name is Nikata Chandra Mahari.
Yes.
Aku baru
Question
sini
number 1.
dari sini ke
Analyze
sini
the
doang.
text structures of the text. Yeah. Text 1.
Text 1,
Paragraph.
struktur
Identification is a paragraph.
paragraph 1.
Yes. Very good.
Paragraph 2 and 3 is description.
Yes. Very good. Text 2.
Featuresnya apa yang
Language features.
language features, async simple present tense. Number 1, the Eiffel Tower is an iron tower. Number 2, the monument is one of the wonders of the world. Number 3, the Eiffel Tower provides 3 levels for visitors.
Text 2 now.
Ini ya,
Structure text. Which one is the structure text?
teks. Ini kan
Identification. Is add paragraph.
teks paragraph 1, identification, paragraph 2 and 3, description.
Oh yes. Can you listen to your friends? Can you hear the voice?
Language feature 2, using adjective and adverb. Adjective extend useful.
Adverb in Labuhan Ratu district in the Lampung area initially easily. Using present passive voice is locate is used. Yeah.
Okay. Students, do you have any different answer? Do you have different answer?
No.
Okay. Yes, very good. Give a big applause to your friends. Kameranya. Oh. Okay, everybody listen to Miss Rani ya. So this is the task 3 or exercise 3. You have to make your own writing ya. There are 4 topics in here. You can choose one. Jadi ada 4 topik di sini. Kalian boleh pilih satu ya. The first topic is Bias Tuggal Beach ya. So you have to write or make about Bias Tuggal Beach. Second one, Seminyak Beach, ya. The third one, Blue Point Beach, and the fourth one is Sanur Beach, ya. Okay. You can make this with your group, ya. You can start now. Grup sini sudah maju, berarti grup sini yang maju. Ya. Sudah? Habis ini maju ya. Task 3. Make your own writing, so you have to choose one topic only ya. Yes. There by all complete. Boleh satu orang aja. Boleh satu orang. Okay, finish? Okay, one group please come to the front and present your writing. speak louder ya. Suaranya yang keras sehingga temannya bisa mendengar suaranya ya. Satu kelompok satu saja ya.
Guys, my name is Komang Gede Bayu Sumarnyana.
My name is Kadema Sandra Arifa.
Exercise 3, Sanur Beach. Sanur Beach is one of white sandy beach in Bali, which is located in South Denpasar. Located. It from Denpasar city. In there we can see a ferry bridge taking sunrise, which always apart at 6 a.m. The tropical atmosphere of the beach attract many tourists to relax their body. This beach is surrounded by many art shops that sell Balinese craft, clothes, and moreover.
Nearby the beach, we can visit the Limeyer Museum to see paintings collection that is made by Balinese painter. For Balinese people, this beach is always used to purify their body atau melukat. To sum up, Sanur Beach is a very awesome beach that used by local people or tourists to spend their holiday. Sudah.
Okay, give a big applause to your friends. You already hear your friends, yeah? Sit down, please. Now, I would like to ask you, what is the title of the descriptive text that your friends made? Sanur Beach, very good. Okay, yes. Sudah? Kelompok berapa tadi yang maju? Kelompok berapa? Kelompok 3 ya. Oke, kelompok 3 yang maju. Terima kasih sudah bagus tadi writingnya. Hanya saja saat membacanya harus lebih dilatih lagi ya. Berlatih membaca sehingga saat pengucapannya bisa lebih bagus lagi. Seperti itu ya. Paham ya? Oke, everybody, this is the test formative. Ya, jadi hari ini kalian akan ada tes formatif. Ya, this is the barcode. Ya. So, I give you 10 minutes to do this test formative ya. Oke? Di kertas lempiran buatnya. Miss Rani akan memberikan waktu 10 menit untuk mengerjakan, dikumpulkan. Oke? Sudah ya? Oke, sudah bisa dimulai. Tidak boleh melihat pekerjaan temannya karena ini adalah ulangan harian ya, tes formatif. Jadi, kalian harus jujur. Boleh menggunakan handphone ya. Bisa gini dulu, di scan dulu barcode-nya. Tes formatif. Ya, kertas lempiran. Ya, di scan. Ada 10 soal ya. Okay, 5 more minutes. Jawaban saja, ABC-nya saja. Sudah. Cek tahu temannya. Cek tahu temannya. Fokus pada tesnya ya, pada soalnya nggak boleh nyontek. ABC-nya saja. Oke, everybody, time's up. Finish ya, collect your work to your class captain ya. Jadi kumpulkan pekerjaannya ke ketua kelas kalian ya. Nah, untuk tugas pengayaan ya, boleh di scan dulu tugas pengayaannya. Jadi tugas pengayaan ini untuk yang tuntas ya. Yang di atas 70 tuntas ya, berarti sudah memenuhi syarat nilai. Oke? Yang di bawah 70 remedi. Remedinya seperti ini. So, find one example of descriptive text on the internet, then analyze the social function, text structures, and language features of the text. This is the remedial ya. Okay? Okay, everybody finish? Okay, move on to the next topic. So, this is the reflection. Yeah. What have you learned today? Very good. So, today you learn about descriptive text. Yeah. What do you like about today's learning? Apa yang kalian sukai tentang pembelajaran hari ini? Apa yang kalian sukai? Membaca teks, menonton video? Iya, oke. Very good. So, for next meeting, ya, we are going to continue learning about descriptive text, ya. Jadi minggu depan kalian akan mempelajari tentang descriptive text, membuat dialog. Ya, dihafalkan dialog yang kalian buat tentang tour guide dan turis. Ya, jadi kalian buat naskahnya yang pendek saja, kemudian dihafalkan, maju ke depan. One group consists of 2 students. Jadi satu kelompok terdiri dari 2 siswa. Ya, dihafalkan. Oke? So far, do you have any questions? Sampai sejauh ini ada pertanyaan? Tidak, sudah paham ya? Oke. Thank you very much, students. Ya, before we going home, let us pray together. Stand up, everybody. One student, please lead your friends. Satu temannya boleh dipimpin. Praying. Yes, please. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.